So that's the end of the test. Experienced driver. How do you feel with that?
I think it was okay. I don't think I would have passed though.
Welcome to another video. So today's another driving test, and this week we've got an experienced driver. So experienced driver, do you want to tell the viewers a bit about yourself and a bit about your driving?
Yeah, so my name's Wes. So full licence holder. I've been driving for about 15 years now. And I'm just here to see if I've picked up any bad habits.
So plenty of experience on your hands.
Yeah.
So do you think you've got what it takes to pass the test today?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So do you struggle on any bits in your driving? Like, I mean, since you passed, it must have changed quite a bit.
Well, I imagine it has. Yeah, I mean, I can be a bit impatient, I suppose, and
Okay.
but like maybe don't do the observations as you should. But that's probably
Yeah.
about all. But
So
yeah.
since 10-15 years, the driving test changed a bit as well. Like, say, when the sat navs come in.
yeah, you see, we
And then-
didn't do any of that, or the
Yeah.
independent drive or anything.
Yeah,
so,
and then also, I don't know if, do you have the tell me questions?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, and then the manoeuvres, they've changed a bit.
yeah.
So there's no reverse wrong corner.
No.
There's no, you know, like, what other manoeuvre have they not? Oh, you know, the 3-point turn?
Yeah.
That's not in anymore.
Oh, that's
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you a tell me question. I say, I don't think you revised them.
No.
So let's see if you get it anyway. Tell me how you check that the power steering is working.
So with the ignition on, it shouldn't feel like heavy. It should feel
Yeah.
light and move freely.
Yeah, and you told me you're a lorry driver as well.
Yeah,
So how
I
long,
am,
how
yeah.
long have you been doing that for?
About almost 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, so not that long.
How are you
but,
finding that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So do you drive cars in between, or do you have you don't drive cars? You've been driving
yeah.
cars since them 3 years. You've
Oh
been-
yeah, I still do. Yeah, but obviously because I'm away during the week, so it's only, going to work on a Monday and going home on a Friday that I tend to
Okay.
drive a car. So
So let's see
Yeah.
how it goes, and then at the end we'll go over what you need to improve on.
yeah.
So maybe you might. Have you been watching videos about blind spots and things like that?
I've seen a few.
So do you want to tell the viewers how you contacted me?
I dropped you a message on Instagram.
Yeah. So just likewise, if you're on a driving mock test, give us a follow on Instagram, drop us a message, and then we'll select random participants. Yeah, let's get going. Yeah, move off when you're ready. Because we're moving off from left to right in a park position, just before moving off, Wes checks over his right blind spot. So where did you travel from?
Lincoln. Yeah.
About 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
So at the end of the road, we're going to be turning left.
Yep.
This junction Wes does it well, by following the MSPSL in the correct order. He deals with this meat situation really well, and holds back in a good position. So when you find it safe, pull up on the left hand side. On the test, the examiner is going to tell you to pull up on the left a few times. Wes positions nice and close to the curb. Move off when you're ready. Wes picks 2 minors here. You should only signal when you intend to move off, because a vehicle approaching behind us, it could confuse him. And also he doesn't check his right blind spot before moving off, he checks it after.
I was thinking, yeah.
The rear demister.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm not that hard.
Well, probably
but
the front you
they
would.
could actually fail you, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know that especially the front window, if you can't see from it and
Yeah.
you don't demist it, they will fail you for that.
Yeah. Same with the wipers and that as well.
Yeah. How was
Take a
your
probably-
test 15 years ago?
It was okay. I did pass first time.
First time.
So yeah. But yeah, but I mean, I
That's
can tell.
pretty impressive passing first time.
Mm.
Well, I think it was less busier on the roads back then.
I was just gonna say, even in that time, it was the traffic has increased in that.
Yeah.
In that.
It is a 50 mph road, and Wes builds his speed really well. So we're going to turn into this car park on the right.
Okay.
In this car park, I'll be telling Wes to carry out the reverse bay park maneuver. I do set him a challenge, and we end up doing 2 reverse bay parks. Just keep going forward a bit. You can gently stop. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of a challenge. I want you to park on the 3rd bay from that white car. Can you see it?
Okay.
The 3rd bay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I don't like it when the mirror's angled down like that.
Oh, you can change it.
Yeah.
I did tell Wes to park 3 bays away from the white car, but he ends up parking 4 bays. On the first bay park, he ends up picking a serious fault for not checking over his blind spots enough, especially when the front end of the car was swinging out to the right. He should have checked more over his right blind spot.
Is this the right one?
He does finish off in a good position, in between both bay lines. What third? Which one would have been the third one? From that one. Okay, you meant from
Oh,
that
I thought you said from that
it's
one.
okay.
Oh, sorry.
They're both white anyway.
Yeah.
It's
So I was looking at that one.
It's
Sorry.
understandable. Do you want to try it on that one?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
In this reverse bay park, Wes does a lot more blind spot checks compared to the first one, and he also finishes off in between both bay lines, like he did before. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Just gonna grab the car. This left turn Wes does it well. Plenty of observations before pulling out. Whoever side the parked vehicles are on, they have to give way to the oncoming traffic. Wes holds back in a good position. Before steering out and in from the parked vehicles, Wes does good mirror checks. You got holidays.
It's a nasty bottles. Sorry.
You got holidays.
It's a nasty bottles. Sorry. Say again, sorry. Sorry about that.
It's okay, don't worry. That was a bad pothole. I said, have you got a bit of holidays from your work?
I have, yeah. Although I'm back on Thursday. But I've been off since the 20th of December, so
Not bad. Do you have potholes like that in Lincoln?
Oh yeah, yeah. The roads are.
Or do you have worse ones?
I can say I haven't hit one as bad as that for a while. But
Well, you can go home and say you've hit one today.
yeah. But yeah, like the rural roads are quite bad around there. But
Even though the speed limit on this road's 30, Wes hits around 35, so I had to tell him to slow down. Alright, slow down. Do you know what speed limit this road is?
30.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing. Sorry.
How do you know it's at 30?
The street lights.
You know the best way to find out is basically you can know. Say for
looking
instance
at
you're
that.
driving 50 here and you turn right or left and there's no speed signs, it carries on from the previous road.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes what happens is when you you drop from a national to a 30 before we made that left turn. And when we made that left turn there was no speed signs.
Yeah.
So it carries on from that previous
Yeah.
Chorley A6.
Yeah.
To go towards Chorley A6, you need to choose a middle lane, which he does. From this middle lane we have to follow the roundabout from the outside. Wes sticks to his own lane. I've seen many learners fail the test for cutting across to the right. When stopping at these traffic lights, he stops beyond the stop line. Are you past the stop line?
Oh yeah, a little bit. Sorry.
Straight ahead at both roundabouts.
Yeah.
Second exit, so we're basically going towards town centre.
Yeah.
All these roundabouts ahead, Wes done them really well, but you could have improved them by signalling when exiting the roundabouts. On big roundabouts, when you exit them, you should apply the signal. Keep going straight ahead at all these roundabouts.
Yeah.
Do you have this many roundabouts in Lincoln?
No.
Less?
Yeah. I would say so. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite an easy place to drive around, really, compared to some other places.
Oh,
yeah, it's not
yeah.
bad. Oh no, Lincoln's quite. Yeah, quite
Lincoln's
easy.
easy.
Yeah.
Charlie's alright as well.
I was gonna say it is not bad. Yeah.
I mean, we've got a high pass rate.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's like 55%. More than average. When stopping behind a vehicle in traffic, you should always leave tyres and tarmac, that you can see the other car's tyres and a bit of ground under. Wes gets slightly close. How are you finding this car to drive?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. What year is it?
17.
17. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's nice.
When you find it safe, pull up on the left-hand side.
Okay.
When pulling up on the left-hand side, he parks up very close to a bollard. This would have made it impossible for vehicles to go past had they been approaching from behind. Move off when you're ready. Here comes the emergency stop, which he does end up picking a serious fault on. He does brake firm and quick enough, but before moving off, he doesn't check over his blind spots. Stop! Stop! Yeah, so I won't be telling you to do that again. Move off when you're ready. Now it's the end of the test, and here's the feedback. You can switch the car off. So that's the end of the test. Experienced driver, how do you feel with that?
I think it was okay. I don't think I would have passed it.
Yeah. What do you think you passed?
No.
Come on, you need to have a bit more.
Because you had to tell me to slow down.
Okay, so
And I think those pull up on the lefts over there, I don't think they were in the best place.
okay, so you got a bit of it. I mean, a bit of it right. So you did get a few serious faults. You did fail. So okay, there's a few. I made you do twice that reverse bay park. I see,
Yeah.
because I wanted you to do it 3 cars away from the one on the left, the white car. The first one you done, that first reverse bay park, that would have failed you. Why do you think that would have failed you? Not me telling you that, or do it because you chose the wrong bay. Because on the test, they'll just say parking, innit? But I thought I'll give you a challenge because you're a bit of an experienced driver. So, what do you think could have failed you on that reverse bay park? What you done the second time?
I don't know. So the second time was okay?
The second time was okay. Blind spot checks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you done it the second time, but the first time we didn't do him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So especially when the front end, you know what? Whichever side the front end of the car swinging out towards, that's the side we check our blind spots.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So also, you got a serious, which you said before, 35. You were on about 35 on a 30. I had to tell you to slow down. This serious fault, learners get, and they be well gutted. They be like, I had a student once, they failed, you won't believe it. They got only one serious fault on the test. And that was, he said, when traffic lights are red, stop here. You must have seen that in it when there's roadworks going on.
Oh, yeah.
So,
when I was over the line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been a serious fault on the test.
Yeah.
So basically not following the traffic signs.
Yeah.
Do you get that? Because obviously the sign is, there's a stop line there. You have to stop
behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she failed, one of my students, she failed because she went beyond that. You know when it says when red lights shows stop here, she went beyond it a bit. So imagine just getting a serious fault for that. But it's
I'd be gutted.
But then obviously, then how does the examiner know if you end up stopping beyond it? How does the examiner know that you can actually read traffic signs?
Yeah.
So you got to abide by them. Okay, that serious was the stop line. I think that was probably the harshest one for you to solve in.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I gave you a serious. The first time we pulled up, I made you pull up on the left here, on that road. Before the speed camera on, we stopped quite close to that bollard on the right.
Yeah.
Did you notice it?
Yeah. There was a space before. I was like,
yeah,
oh, I should
and
stop there.
if a vehicle, to be honest, I wouldn't have even stopped. I would have just drove. So because it was because you want to stop 10 meters away from a junction on the left. You don't want to stop opposite junctions, under bus stops, also double yellow lines.
Yeah.
and zigzag lines. So that one was a bit, because if another vehicle approached from behind, they would have found it difficult to fit through.
Yeah.
So I was actually waiting for a vehicle to come, but I thought, you know what, forget it. I'll let him off.
I would have noticed.
But still, I'm going to give you a serious for that.
Yeah.
Because if another vehicle approached, they would have struggled fitting through.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gave you, these minors, what is it? These are the minors. Mirror checks could do a bit more. I mean, a lot of mirror checks you are doing, I have to say, compared to even some learners, you're doing decent mirror checks. Maybe because you're driving lorries and stuff, you got to be on your
Yeah, you
mirrors
have
more
to. Yeah.
in case whatever's around your surroundings.
Yeah.
So I gave you advisory, so slow down before signs. So what we're doing is, when we see, say for instance it's a 50 road and we see a 30 sign in front of us, slow down before the sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get that? But when you're building your speed, you can build your speed after the sign.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also once or twice you went a little bit over the speed limit. Keep an eye on your speed limit.
Yeah.
That's bound to happen a bit with experience. They
Yeah.
always creep up one or two. Tyres and tarmac. Between the vehicle in front, leave tyres and tarmac.
Yeah.
I gave you mine also. Okay, the rest pull up. I made you do 2, 3 pull up on the left hand side. The last two, when you moved off, last 2, 3, you done your blind spot checks. You checked that right blind spot before you. But the first one you done, a bit sketchy.
Oh.
You just checked your mirror.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
we kind of rushed it. Remember, also don't signal if there's a vehicle approaching from behind.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It'll confuse them.
Yeah.
Is that okay? So how do you feel you done on the emergency stop?
Oh, I think it was okay.
Yep. Your braking was okay. I mean, it could have been a little bit more firmer. But before you move off, did you miss anything?
Probably blind spot.
Blind spots. So that's why it's important. Sorry?
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. You got to check both blind spots before you move off. Why do you think we check our blind spots before we move off after the emergency stop?
In case other vehicles trying to drive around you, or
Yep, well done. So even then, we noticed a vehicle approaching. What if you stopped in middle of the road and that vehicle was out and you just set off? Could cause a collision.
Yeah.
And also, because we're in a parked position, we got to check our blind spots.
Yeah, I think that's why I rushed a bit moving off as well, because I saw him in the mirror and he was coming quite fast, and I thought, I best move.
But it's okay. Obviously, I didn't notice him when I looked behind, but then I don't know where he appeared from.
No,
he might have just
came
turned
on
the
quite
corner.
fast after. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it. So,
But then make sure you check them blind spots. Is that okay?
Yeah. Fine.
Okay. Any questions? How do you feel? Obviously,
it's been a bit of an eye opener, to be fair, but yeah, pleased I've done it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Just a few. I mean, it's not much. To be honest, I think if probably some other, you've seen how other experienced drivers drive. There's a lot.
Oh yeah.
But then you don't, compared to that, you don't. I mean, what observations a bit more? Then there's just that stop line. And that's about it. And that pulling up on the left, make sure it's a safe spot. I mean, I was surprised when I told you to pull up on the left. I think a lot of experienced drivers, what they do is they probably park on top of the curb.
Yeah, I had to fight the eyes to do that.
Yeah, you didn't do that. You pulled up nice and safely. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Any questions for me?
I don't think so. No. All good.
No question. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.